All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's a new week. Gold has moved a lot already. Gold has moved a lot from this breakout. Man, now we need a lot of retracements here right now. The market opened with a gap. Very interesting. It's gapped above this whole mess that we were in for a long time last week. So we got a breakout. The candle closed above and we push to the upside. So right now, what we need some sort of retracement before anything can be done on gold here. We need a very, very, very heavy retracement. But let's go on the daily time frame and see what's going on the daily. The daily is bullish. Yesterday was bullish. Today is bullish. On the 4 hours time frame, the 4 hours is about to, let's say it made a lower week. Maybe we could break this high and maybe continue up. I don't know, or we could make even more low. I prefer these 4 hours to, come a little bit lower than what it has done already. And we're heading to the 7 a.m. candle in the UK, in London right now. So let's say the 1 hour close bearish, the next 1 hour candle maybe could get us a retracement on the 30 minutes. On the 30 minutes, we closed very indecisive, even though it looks bearish. So if we go on the 15 minutes, maybe what we can do here now is this. On the 15 minutes, we've created a support. All right. We created a support. And if we close above this resistance, then we could have a potential move to the upside. Or if we close below this 15 minutes, even though it's is risky, but that could work. That could work. If we close below here, maybe we could correct this push to the downside. That is what we can do here. Hmm. This candle just wants to break this high. Well, I don't really want
Good
to.
morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
That's great. We need a lot of retracement. Buying it at this point, I feel is too risky right now. So maybe on the 15 minutes, if we get something closing below this support, then we could get a retracement. That is the only thing I could think of here now on gold. We could just keep pushing, maybe with the momentum of the buyers, but I feel we've moved a lot. I think we've moved a lot, but let's see. Let's see. Anybody who was looking at gold earlier, maybe as we broke this high, that was what made sense for the buys. As we're breaking this high here, then you go for this push. But right now, we've moved way too much that if we're thinking of buying right now, it's going to be risky. So I prefer to see gold push down before we can try the buys again. But let's see what the section has for us. For GJ, for GJ, let's go on the daily. Let's reset this. GJ daily is bullish. We've broken the previous daily highs from yesterday. That's basically it. The 4 hours is also bullish, but we have this rejection. What happened? We have this rejection that we're heading to right now, this resistance here on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah. I think GJ also has moved. It needs some sort of retracement. That is, I think about an hour ago or 2 hours ago there was something else. Trump said something else, so it just keeps coming. So I think the sentiment today is really very, very bullish. It's really very bullish. So GJ will still need some sort of retracement. We can't do anything right now because we're now in an area of resistance. I don't even know if we could keep pushing here or not. But ideally, what we need at this point is for we to retrace, then continue going to the upside. But I'll focus on gold here.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's what makes sense. But I would prefer gold to, close below this area for we to correct at least some of this push to the upside. That is what I'm thinking of. So I can say sells below. For the buys, maybe if we close above here, we can get momentum to the upside. Buys above. Because we might be looking for retracement and we don't get it. But if we close below here, then possibly retracement can come in and we'll take a trade at that point. But right now, there is absolutely nothing we can do on gold than to wait. We have to wait at this point and we'll see what happens. Man, that was really a very good move. We had a very good move on gold from this breakout here. Had a very massive move. This was like way, way too early, 4 a.m. in the morning. I think this was something from the Asian section, volume from the Asian section. So we now have to wait. How was your weekend, Choma?
I just I was sick.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Mm.
You feel better now?
Yes, I do. I do.
Oh,
How are you?
that's
How?
good. Thank God.
Mm, mm. And how is your business?
Good, good, good. Keep pushing. Anyị na-agakwa. Anyị na-emekwe. No, we want to buy GLE this year. So keep
Omo,
pushing.
let's have fun.
We are gonna drive GLE this year.
Mm. The pressure that has come on my head, I just feel like this is not just 1 month for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like things have to start.
Trust. It's a slow and steady journey, right? I've been seeing a lot of GLE this period, so I know that is the universe speaking for me.
Mhm.
Is the universe speaking for me at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna buy
And
it
you
with
first
with
picked.
gold.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. $4 minutes for this 15 minutes candle to close, and if it's closing above here, then we expect the next candle to break this high, and then we can get a buy. Let's see. 4 minutes. It wants to push before closing. I'll have to wait. Man, this young man is trying to do us dirty. This young man is trying to do us dirty. He's trying to push before closing. Before closing. I don't like it because we have a rejection right here. I have a rejection right here. I don't want to buy it as it's pushing. Have a rejection there. We could either break the rejection and push, or it will reject it. So we are going to wait. I mean, we've missed the major move. We've missed the major move, so we cannot, try anything crazy here, even though it's breaking that rejection now. But we still have to wait. We'll have to wait. I, if I take an impulse entry and it rejects, goes back into this range, I'm not going to be happy at that point. So it's best we see what this candle does, and our trade will be on the next candle. And the next candle also must have a lower wick. It will have a lower wick before breaking the highs. Then at that point, it will make sense for we to take a buy. at least a 15 minutes close because the 30 minutes is still open at that point. You see that rejection? Crazy thing. Three, two, one. Okay, we got to close, but leaving a long wick at the upside. Interesting. Very interesting. Honestly, I don't like this closure if you ask me. I honestly don't like the way it closed. So it's making me feel we should wait for the 30 minutes candle.
Okay.
Because even if I want to take a buy, if the this 15 minutes should, break its own opening points, we might still get a retracement later on. I don't know. So the best thing to do at this point is wait for the 30 minutes candle to close. If not, I would have been taking a buy right now as it's flipping bullish. But we could do that and it retraces even further. And it, yeah, I don't like it. The fact that it left a rejection from that after breaking this previous rejections there, I don't like that.
If you're not comfortable with it, we'll just leave it now. Then
Yeah, let's wait
just
for
leave
this
it.
80 minutes, yeah. Or what we can do is take an entry and then manage our risk if it's beginning to break its own low. Let me see. Um, let me see. Let me see. Well, let's take an entry here. I took an entry. So how I'm going to do now is if it break its own low on the 15 minutes, I'll close 50%. Breaks its low again after flipping bullish. It should not break its own low. If the momentum is there for the bullish, then we should be able to continue up. Mm. I'll close half of this trade if we're breaking that week. For breaking that week, I'll close half. That is how I can manage this trade. Mr. Ben, you're here. Good morning. If the momentum is there for the buy, young man is struggling. The young man is struggling. Mm, mm, mm.
I hate it when a trade has to struggle to move in.
Yeah, I mean, it's pushing way too much, but it looks good. As long as we're not breaking that 15 minutes opening low, then I think we're gonna be good. As long as we're not leaving this yellow line here, then it's gonna be good. The hell? What the hell? If it's breaking that low, I'm gonna close half, 100%. Man. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I closed half right there. I closed half. Mm, mm. Now it's pushing back up.
I wanted to ask you
Just
on what condition would you
just
add
imagine.
back?
Just imagine. Just look at that, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this gold, man? Maybe close half now is breaking the highs. Look, just imagine. Well, the only time I'm going to add this position back is if this 30 minutes candle closes. If it closes and the next one wicks down and breaks this high, then I'll add back the half that I closed. That is the only way. I can't add it right now. I cannot add it right now. That is the only way. Because even if I'm adding the positions right now, it is already like way above where it makes sense. So what if I just add it right now and it retraces even further? Just like what is happening already. So we have to wait for 6 minutes for this 30 minutes candle to close. If it closes, then the next one can wick lower, break the highs, then we can have a trade pushing to the upside. I think there's lots of volume right now. There's Have somebody said something again? Have somebody said we are going to take Greenland? Have somebody said we're going to take Greenland? German producer prices in December. This is not anything right now. DJ keeps pushing to interesting. Lots of buying volume. Man, man. Now I feel like I shouldn't have closed half, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh wow, look at that. Look. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
can imagine.
I close full here. Oh, just imagine, bro. Oh, whoa, man. Oh, man. That push was crazy. I closed full just at that
I
push.
didn't get all of it, but at least I closed one.
Yeah, that's in push 53 pips.
Imagine if two of them was open. At least I've gotten my account back to where I need it to be like taken.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. I knew that this 15 minutes here, as it was, flipping bullish, this candle closing above these rejections and breaking these highs initially, and it broke these highs and rejected. So as we were flipping bullish, it shouldn't have any business to its own low, but it came down, just made a few pips. I think it was about 2 pips, pushed to the downside, and then it blasted 50 pips. Interesting. Interesting. I think somebody has said something that I've not reflected here yet. Maybe it will reflect very soon. Because this push looked like, there is something propelling it at that point. And where we are, where we are right now, we cannot even do any other thing for that. Just have to wait for further retracement and continuation to the upside. Because even if this 30 minutes candle closes bullish, right? It has moved way too much. Are you going to wait for break of this high and plus 100 pips? Nah, that is that is not it, bro. That is not it. So, whoa, look at that. Did you see that? Ah, what the hell is going on, bro? Did you see the spike? There is absolutely something going on here.
Yes, I saw it.
There's something going on here. Trust me. Maybe the market will review it very soon. Somebody has said something about Greenland. Because there's a spike, it will reject, spike, it will reject. More like there is a fundamental here. But all the same, we got the trades, even though we closed half. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I should have made more from that trade, but we closed half. We would always manage our risk no matter what. No matter whatever thing it is. It's better you manage your risk than find way to add back your positions than leaving the entire thing. So what if this 50 pips was down, 50 pips against us? What would you have done? You would have expected it to, Oh, I forgot my music here today. I forgot my music. I think this is loud. Yeah, this is okay. Hello? Good morning. I'm working right now. I'll call you back, okay? All right. Man, GJ is blasting. GJ is pushing without any retracement. Wow. Gold is retracing. Gold is retracing. Interesting. But that was good. So now if we eventually retrace and maybe the next candle should close below here, then if it's closing below this support, there is only one thing it's telling us, that we will correct this push from the Asian section. 30 minutes has closed. It closed leaving a very long wick. It closed leaving a very, very long wick. So actually now it makes more sense. It makes more sense for we to either retrace, create a new support to push up, or we break this support and close below it for we to correct the move from the Asian section. But I think what London is supposed to do is to correct the move from the Asian section, because I don't see this as a correction. This is just, a little bit of support to maybe to get the final buying orders before the retracement. But what makes sense is that we need to retrace. Look, gold has pushed from this candle here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? So measuring this push from this support, this is about 500 pips. So gold cannot push 500 pips and not have at least a 200 pips retracement or 300 pips retracement. That is what it's supposed to do before anything. So I think we were just being cowboys in these buys that we took here. Maybe with London Open, if we get a candle that will close below support, because whenever a candle is closing below support, it means that it is heading for the next area of rejection, which is down at this area here at 4,695 area. I wish we could get that before the end of the section. We'll see. We'll see. But I think the year is gradually, coming back to life than what we had. December was so terrible. The first 2 weeks of December was very terrible, right? A lot of things were going wrong in price action. Man, what is going on? What is going on, bro? So now we wait. We wait. Give me a second and I'll be back. Yo, Mr. Ben, I was greeting you earlier when you first came. Good morning, sir. Man, this thing is just pushing. 10 minutes is what's going on here again now. It has pushed 30 pips already. If we wanted to get a buy on the 30 minutes, maybe you could have done something like this. But that's risky. That is way too risky doing that. You have to wait for retracement. Man, this thing pushed a lot from the first entry we took. From this our first entry, it has pushed. So we now need a retracement. I feel if you buy gold here, it's gonna make you pay some price. So wait for retracement. Get a new support, then we can continue to the upside. DJ is just blasting here. Man, what's really happening? No sort of retracement, nothing, just pushing. Just blasting. Imagine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 massive bullish candles on GJ with no retracement. So yeah, I think the 50 pips we got earlier today, the 50 pips is good for us. If we get a retracement, good. If we don't get a retracement, fine. Well, ideally, gold is supposed to retrace, give us a support, and then the real blast to the upside, because the momentum is bullish today. But we just need to wait for the entry to come to us. We have to wait. It's still the first month of the year. Still January. We'll have a lot of things to do in the year. You know, the losses we had lasts a few time to recover them, because at this point lot sizes are reduced. But
Yeah, you're right.
from next week, I believe we should be back at our lot sizes, because this week we are going to be able to recover them. Then from next week we'll launch the margin again. No risk, no Ferrari. No risk, no Ferrari. Ah. Kevin will say, risk it for the biscuit. Mm. Risk it for the biscuit, boy. My boy is live. My boy is live.
Once I executed here, did not execute it in the first 1 minute. As just like create a wicked break above its own high, then I just like executed. That time my stop loss was below the previous candle, like 45-50 pips. Then I saw that this candle just like close with a small bullish candle, just like drop the volume there. So I just like sorry, it was not there. My stop loss was not there. My stop loss was actually was here, somewhere here, like more than 50%, because this candle just like don't have a bottom wick. This candle created a wick break above this size, and this candle have no business to come back into the range and retrace more than 50% of the previous candle. So stop loss was somewhere here. But as this candle is like closed with a small bullish candle with a long rejection from the upside, this is the first for 15 minute of the 30-minute time frame. Then I just like bring my stop loss below this current candle low, somewhere here. And then this candle just like without creating a bottom wick start pushing upside, break above this high, and went like 15 pips at least like into my favor, something like. So why I just like bring my stop loss at break even? It was the reason actually, because there was just like 5 minutes left for this 5 minute
Listen,
on a lower
listen,
time frame.
listen. Took him out on break even
And
and
in the last
pushed.
5 minutes, it just like started pushing upside. And as it just like went up 15 pips in my favor, and there was just like last 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed, I bring my stop loss at break even. It just like
Describing.
come down, hit the break even, and then it started pushing to the upside.
Oh
Let me show
my,
you in a lower time
heartbreak,
frame, and you will understand what just like
heartbreak.
happened there. What where it's just like going.
1 second, I'll be back.
Look at this. It was a painful thing. Look at this. It's just like due to a little higher spread. It just like tap to my break even, and then start pushing upside and move like how much more than 300 or 400 pips. Just just touch my break even. Feel
Man,
it's really
man,
painful. Market just like come down and just like give a kiss to your break even and then start pushing upside. This is
it's
what happened
more
with me. But I just like need to accept it. What I could do.
heartbreaking than
If
missing
I
a
just like
trend.
to bring my stop loss at break even, that's mean I just like make a mind that to have it to keep it at a break even. And the reason was actually there was just like 5 minutes left for the candle to be closed. So that's why. If
Man, sorry, boy. What can you do? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hmm. We are few minutes to London Open. Few minutes to London Open. If you ask me, I don't think there is anything that we're going to be getting here, apart from waiting a bit longer for retracement. So, if we are looking for anything further here today, I will say wait for retracement. If we get a new support, then we can take the buys and hopefully to keep pushing. But right now, there is nothing we can do. There is absolutely nothing we can do right now. Instead, we are going to wait another hour or more before anything happens. Because now, even if we get a single candle closing bearish here, or we get this thing keeps pushing to the upside, we will still remain here without doing anything. So we'll see within the section after. I think it should happen after London Open. If we're able to, push lower, create a new support for it to push. The trade we took was as this candle was, flipping bullish. So that was the trade we took. So I'm gonna head off. I have people waiting for me somewhere. I need to meet them.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, the same
Okay.
time. Adios. All right, YouTube, have a nice day. Enjoy your profits. Don't throw them back in. And I'll see you guys same time,